Welcome back to the 420 Tarot Lounge. My name is Friday. I do appreciate each and every viewer, and if you're here, that means that our energies have synchronized or our frequencies have harmonized. This is a general reading. My readings are timeless and for entertainment purposes only. This is a general reading of the collective. You were pulled to my channel because of the synergies and harmonization. So there's potentially a message here for you. Why don't you grab a coffee and pull up a chair? And if you enjoy my interpretation of the cards, you could go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. I am trying to grow my channel. Oh boy, am I going to be a klutz today? Is this going to be a bloopers? Okay. Oh, these cards just keep, let's just have a quick look here at what they are. Emperor, Moon, Two of Cups. Let's see what happens in the next couple of shuffles here. So we're asking Sovereign to provide a message for the general collective energies that have been drawn to this channel. As message or warnings, anything that needs to be scrutinized possibly. See, now nothing's happening. We are looking for guidance here. Six of Swords. You'll have to excuse the darkness here. My power went out. Okay, so I figured I'd try and do some of this while that was happening, as I can't run my vacuum cleaner. I can't do any of that kind of stuff. So let's see here. The Six of Swords. What can we build on that, Sovereign? What can we build on this Six of Swords? Okay, I've got three cards here that don't want to leave my hand. Two of Cups. Three of Discs. The Devil. Okay, so I feel like this is, these all kind of, they came out all together. So let's, Sovereign, what else can you provide for us to build on, please? King of Cups. Oh. Okay, so this would be Queen of Swords and the Nine of Discs. So there's a I think there's no shit taken there. That's what I'm going to say with that. I feel like there's you can see through bullshit. Then we have the Star. Okay, anyway. So there's, like I said, my the power's gone out. So we'll see what happens there. The Sun. I don't know if you can see all that. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Normally this station would be like lined up like this. Feels like there's quite a lot of okay, so the ones that fell, okay, it's face up, so I must pick it up. And it is the World. Oh, brother. There we go. It is the World. So it came out with the Ace of Wands. Okay. The underlying energy here is, ooh, the High Priestess. So, you've discovered something. or you're discovered, you've discovered something. And I think you're trying to communicate it out, what you've discovered. And in some instances, there you've made connections, and in others, there's been possibly disconnections or connections with an agenda. Okay, that's, but you've discovered something. It's like an aha moment. If that translates for you, wonderful, because that's exactly what I'm getting here. There's an aha moment, and you are trying to communicate that aha moment. So but I feel like there's a little bit of what do you call that? Jealousy, maybe a little bit of doubt that is sowed with whatever it is that you are communicating here. Oops, sorry. Apologizing to the camera again. I think you're like, yeah, okay, whatever. I I think this is like, come with me if you want, but otherwise, I'm moving on without you. That kind of I think that the devil influences this main card here, the main character card, I would call it. So you have been, this aha moment here has brought you to realizations that there is more, whatever it is that you have been looking for, whether that's in a relationship, in employment, maybe you're looking for a particular type of home. This aha is almost like, well, it doesn't, not that you are settling, but let's say that the house doesn't have to be 3.5 floors with a widow's peak. It can be 2 floors with a widow's peak. It just has to have a widow's peak. So you need to narrow, maybe you've come to the realization that you're more than likely going to find your happiness once you pinpoint what it is you want, that type of thing. The what you're trying to communicate here, I think is, I think over here there's maybe a little bit of go big or go home type of mentality that you're up against. So this would be people that when they go to like casinos, they don't play the penny slots. They play the $100 slots or whatever, $5 slots, whatever they are, or they'll play at the high bid baccarat table or something like that. Like they go big, right? And what ends up happening 9 times, uh, uh, we'll say almost 100% of the time, they end up losing and becoming more unhappy. So this is what I feel like, this is what you're up against. And this aha moment is, it has given you a more confident, independent view of what you are all about. It's, I think what you are doing here is going to inspire others, And once they see your progress, they may feel like they could reach out to you. Now, it could even include these people over here, these energies over here that doubted, that maybe there's a bit of greed there. But you did try to bring along some, and they're going to see that you have become successful on some level, and it may bring them to their own aha moment. But I think their aha moment is going to require proof. We're going to get some couple of clarity cards out on this one. I'm going to use my Gilded Tarot deck here. I am trying to change up just the little things here on my altar for my filming, just to keep it a little bit interesting. I know that's probably not what you're here for, but anyways, okay. So, Sovereign, this aha moment, is there any additional information you can provide for us on this aha moment? 2 cards, the Lovers and the Magician. Oh, let me bring these up so you can have a look at them. Oops. The Lovers and the Magician. So this there's been maybe an event, maybe even just a sentence spoken, and I think that sparked something deep down in your heart that this aha moment is all about. So it's something that you care about deeply. So this could be, okay. So then we have the King of Wands. Now, I didn't ask for any additional card there. You're approaching it, the advice is to approach it with a confident passion. And I think, oops, the King of Cups here with the King of Wands is very confident and passionate and let's say giving off the right vibrations for happiness or whatever. Okay, so we've got 2 cards here. Judgment and 5 of Swords. Okay. Then be careful of the victories you claim. Or the victories that you're involved in. Make sure that the story has you placed in the proper context, and not to make you out the hero, or although this is your aha moment. I feel like this is something that is a little bit different. Like possibly, I did a reading yesterday about a documentary or a book. So I think this is like make sure that you're not glorified if it's not warranted, or the merit isn't there for that. That one's face down. That stays down there. Okay, this Ace of Wands with the World card here, Sovereign. Is this, okay. 4 of Swords, the the Death card and the Fool card. Okay. And the underlying energy there is the Knight of Cups. So there's a lot of pushing of passion, and I'm just going to pick this up so I don't slip on it. And just so you're aware, that card was the High Priestess. Okay. So the aha moment is going to get you into figuring out who is going to come on board with you. And the successes that you garner from acting on this aha moment, it's going to bring, it's going to bring hope and motivation. And this is like a huge, I think that this is more of a way of gathering people together that have the same mindset, as opposed to trying to change people's minds. And I think this is the weeding out of the mindsets that are not cohesive with your vision, your aha moment. This and this here is like, don't take credit unless it is truly warranted. Also, be mindful of what it is that you get yourself involved with. Okay. Okay. So this is, like I said, it's going to inspire or motivate, maybe even have new ideas, new aha moments that gets people, I feel like it gets people moving, gets people motivated, gets people talking, gets people riled up. This is like a transform, Four of Swords, rest, relaxation, rejuvenation. Be ready. Okay. This is transformation, change, death of an ego, and then the Fool, which is new beginnings, choices. So I think as this grows, this I feel like you could possibly be in demand, or yeah, in demand. You're possibly in demand. So you're going to have to be able to take breaks. You're going to have to be able to delegate, even delegate. That's what this could be. So as you delegate things out, there's that's what makes things grow. But you have to be careful that you delegate out to those that you trust, right? That those you know will um, act in a manner that you would find appropriate in any given situation. because they would, I feel like they would be representing you in this scenario here, or your vision, or combination of visions. But there's going to be a lot. So this is where I think this is the be careful what you take credit for type thing, because lots of different ideas are going to be popping up, and some of them may be similar, but on the surface, but could be very different underneath. So this is going to inspire a whole new type of, or a whole new way, of approaching different aspects of life. So like how to approach money, how to approach your, I'm going to call it living personality. I call what I mean by that is, are you an eccentric? Do you collect a lot of things, or are you more of a minimalist and would prefer no clutter or no knickknacks or whatever? Or so, do you need a big house, a little house? Are you an outdoors person? You know what I mean? So there's going to be different ways, I think, of approaching different aspects of life. I just kind of ran on with that, and I don't know why. So maybe there's a message in there, okay? And in that little rambling. But or how you approach getting a job, or how you approach education. There's going to be different aha moments, all, and I think they're all going to like culminate together, or maybe not culminate together, but they're all going to have common aspects. This is what's going to create the I don't want to say uprising, but it's going to create uh, a generation of free thinkers. That sounds large, but all you have to do is touch one person, right? So, that being said, when this year, if you take credit for something that either was undeserved, or uh, basically stay humble. Um, because if you do step out of bounds here, there the consequences could be devastating. So, well, let's see. Are we going to pull a angel number, or what are we doing here? Sovereign. Okay, Star Galactic. I just want Sovereign to give me one or two cards, just to provide a little bit more clarity, a little bit more confirmation. Um, the the Emperor. Okay, so the temptation to take over, and that one's face down. The temptation to take over, um, only because you don't think it's moving fast enough, maybe. Um, and basically avoid that temptation, let it take its natural course. And the Hierophant. Like, that's two major arcana. I wonder, let's see what landed on the floor here. Four of Swords. That's so funny. Okay. Considering there's Four of Swords there. So yeah, stick to the program. Don't be... okay, take control or interject your opinion or your actions sparingly. Knight of Discs. So yes, do it as a, and underneath is the world. We have the world here. Be methodical, plan it out. Keep it a secret if you have to. This aha moment, maybe don't broadcast it as I'm changing my ways. Okay, maybe just do it a little bit at a time, and as you're doing that, you may be able to influence others. But I feel like you're not going to be able to hide it for too long, and it's that's going to be once you I'm not going to say you become exposed. I'm going to say you expose yourself. I think there's going to be a moment where you're just like, you know what, I've had enough. You're either understand what I'm talking about and you're coming with, or you're still playing video games over there. That's just an analogy. Your ability to inspire others and can be a benefit and a downfall. So you have to be careful what victories you take credit for, and you have to make sure that you are in your best position to, I'm not going to say be convincing, because you don't talk people into things. That's called manipulation. But you have to be at the top of your game in order to debate, in order to provide your facts, figures, in a logical and systematic manner. So once you've accomplished that type of communication, the ability to have people understand what you're saying is going to be it's going to cause others to transform into similar ways of thinking or similar ways of doing things. It's going to be inspirational, and it's going to catch on. So this is, be careful what it is that you take credit for. Okay, and then with the Emperor, the Hierophant, and the Knight of Discs with the World card at the bottom. This is know your stuff, know how things work, understand that some people or some energies can be overwhelming or overbearing. So you're going to have to be very planned, methodical, strategic. Even a little bit I don't want to say wolves in sheep's clothing, but that's exactly what that looks like, isn't it? Because that's deceptive. But maybe a little bit like a asking questions that dig into things. That kind of planning communication. Okay, so that was kind of pretty deep there. This was a very interesting read for me today with no power. So I I do hope you enjoyed my interpretation of the cards, and if you did, please give a like and subscribe if you're so inclined and you want to share the energy, pass that puff. There's a lot of shifts going on around the world, um, very polarizing shifts, and understanding what those shifts entail and what they mean on a broader scale and how they impact you. This is what this reading is about. Your aha moment here is very personal, very personal. And the vulnerability of you sharing it shows how strong you are and how independent you are and how um, dedicated you are to what it is this aha moment is. So, be that what it may, it could be, like I said, a way of life. It could be a spiritual path. It could be maybe you were working with Trinket A. Maybe you were building Trinket A, and really you should have been. Your abilities are to build Machine 10, which is so much bigger, so much better, so much more money. You know what I mean? Um, that's your reading. And like I said, I do appreciate each and every viewer, and every view is an energy transfer and that I enjoy interacting with. And I hope everybody has as great a day as they possibly can. Namaste.